Hello, everybody. So today I want to cover Section 12J, the legislation. And so here in my screen, I have made an extract of Section 12J of the Income Tax Act. I'm going to cover just a couple of key points for your review. You can obviously find the Income Tax Act either on the SARS website or in some of our practice manuals. Now, Section 12J, let me zoom this a little bit. Section 12J, when you look at it, it starts with, so Section 12J is subsection 1. It would start by giving you various definitions of what the terms mean specific to Section 12J. You see it starts defining what is, I'm going to zoom this in. It starts by defining what is impermissible trade. It tells you a junior mining company, qualifying company. So the section starts by making a number of definitions as they relate to Section 12J of the Act. I want to move quickly to Section 12J, subsection 3C. Now, what does subsection 3C say? Let me move down there. Oh, also, very important. So Section 12J, subsection 2 says, let me make sure that it's clearly visible. Subject to subsection 3, 3A, 3B, and 4, they must be allowed as a deduction from the income of a taxpayer in respect of a year of assessment, expenditure actually incurred by that taxpayer in acquiring any venture capital share issued to that taxpayer during that year of assessment. I'm going to, let me see, is it fully in? Yeah, so you can see it all there, but then it might be too far from you. So subsection 2 says, subject to those subsections, they must be allowed as a deduction from the income of a taxpayer in respect of a year of assessment, expenditure actually incurred. This is where the 100% comes from, whereby we are saying when someone invests in a Section 12J company, in our case, our approved venture capital is Rensel, and we are busy promoting the M portfolio of shares. So let's say a taxpayer purchases 50,000 worth of M shares within the Rensel opportunity. 100% of that amount is deductible for tax purposes. Here the section says assessment, it says expenditure actually incurred for that taxpayer in acquiring. So whether someone invests 50,000 or 100,000 or $1 million, that is deductible in terms of subsection 2 of Section 12J of the Income Tax Act. So that's an important part there. I want to move now to, by all means, you can take time and read this whole section. I just want to move to, there is 3B. No, this is 3A. Can you see 3A? That is 3A. I want to move to 3C quickly. 3B. 3C, where is 3C? Here is 3C, another important one. The deduction to be allowed in terms of subsection 2, in respect of the year of assessment, in respect of expenditure incurred is, in case of a company, it must not be more than 5 million, and then 3CB, a person other than a company must not exceed 2.5 million. What does this mean? This is the limitation that was added to Section 12J in later years, but in simple terms, it means that a company may invest 5 million and receive a full deduction thereof, and a person, natural people, will receive only a deduction up to 2.5 million for the year of assessment. Now, another important subsection is 4, subsection 4. It says a claim for a deduction in terms of subsection 2 must be supported by a certificate. Let's see, is it visible there? Let's zoom out. Now you can see that. A claim for a deduction in terms of subsection 2 must be supported by a certificate issued by the venture capital company stating the amounts invested in that company and that the commissioner approved that company as contemplated in subsection 5. What does this mean? It means that when you invest your amount by acquiring the VCC shares, the company that you bought the shares into must issue you with a certificate. So in our case, you will be getting a certificate from Rensel that shows that your investment was 100,000 or 1 million or 2 million. So this is in terms of subsection 4 of section 12J. And then the last important one, we've been talking about the sunset clause. This we find right at the end. This is now subsection 11. This is our sunset clause. No deduction shall be allowed under this section in respect of shares acquired after 30 June 2021. So there's our sunset clause there. So yes, that is section 12J in a nutshell. You can see the section on my document here. It covers 7 pages. It's got 11 subsections and other parts to it. But as we indicated, what have we covered? We have covered that critical things, a certificate will be issued by the Section 12J company. Companies are allowed to invest up to 5 million, private individuals 2.5 million. And yes, that is Section 12J of the Income Tax Act in a nutshell. Please subscribe. Thank you.